I just have some little animation thoughts that I want to get into today. So, a lot of you might be familiar with like this idea, especially if you work like on any type of job or project that has a client that you're working with, where you have to like choose a bit of an axis because you cannot really do all of them at the same time. Well, in animation, I think from my perspective, there is a similar thing that you can work on when you're think about when you're doing a project, but it looks a little bit more like this. So these are four of like the basic important aspects in making a cartoon, making animation. Design, writing, motion, and audio. Obviously there are cartoons without audio and stuff, but that's kind of part of it. It's like, so there's like these four corners that if you want to make a good cartoon, it's good to try to focus on one of those four corners and kind of think like from those corners outwards. I should have probably switched motion and audio, but I'm an idiot. I did not think about it when I was writing, because good cartoons, a lot of the time it's difficult to do all four corners. There's obviously like the top of the line, like high budget Disney cartoons and stuff tend to do all four pretty well. It's still kind of subjective, but you know what I mean. But most of the time you kind of gotta make a choice. So a lot of times, like things like South Park and one of my favorites, 10-Year-Old Tom, they really like focus on like writing and audio. So the design and the motion are just not as important, but because the writing and the audio are so good, it kind of makes up for not the lack, but for the creative choices made within the design and the motion. Some examples that I would personally say, again, this is a little bit subjective. Like I think a lot of the glitch stuff and like the spindle horse stuff is very high in design and emotion and somewhat in audio, but like the writing, that's just not where the attention is put. Like they put all the attention and whatever in design and motion, and those things become secondary. But that's just because otherwise it's going to be too overwhelming, I think. Like, and it doesn't. That's not a bad thing. It's just a good thing to think about.